All right, we made a return trip this year, as we always do, to one of our favorite haunts in Burbank, and that's Frightmare. Frightmare is one that we've been going through for many years, and Laura's enjoyed it every single year, but I suspect it's a little different this time around. Laura, could you tell us
Yes,
why?
unfortunately. Frightmare was like, if you ask me what my favorite haunt is, it was always Frightmare. Unfortunately, they changed up the theme, and the thing that I loved about Frightmare in the past was the movie theme. I mean, the whole haunt was basically the movie monsters. And unfortunately, they changed it up. I don't know why, because, my opinion is if it ain't broke, don't fix it type, you know. I always enjoyed it. It always seemed pretty popular. They changed the theme. There were no, basically no movie monsters. There were, maybe, I think at least one, like a leftover probably from last year, but it just wasn't the same effect. But unfortunately, I'm very disappointed this year. So that's one usually I try to do twice. I bug to see it, more than once. Unfortunately, not this year.
So there has to be something redeeming about it, though.
Well, I mean, the actors were good. I mean, for the most part, the actors were good. It's no fault of theirs. I just don't understand why they would change a theme that seemed to work, it was, like I said, that was my favorite. I mean, one of my favorites. I mean, I have a lot of favorites, but I mean, Frightmare was the one I would say I want to go to at least once a season. And it's just this year, very disappointed. And it's not that I'm saying it's a bad haunt. It's not. I mean, it's just, it wasn't what I was expecting.
Sure.
And I think it was the disappointment kind of took over, from how I looked at it. But there are some redeeming qualities. I'm not saying it's just awful, but it's just not the same.
If you never saw previous Frightmares, and this was your first year, forget that. What would you say?
I still wouldn't rank it that high. I mean, it had its moments, but it wouldn't rank like, say, some of the other ones we even have seen the same night or ones we've seen this season so far.
How many chainsaws?
3. Now before this was a 5, so all the way. But if I never saw it before, I still wouldn't rank it very high. Probably a 3, unfortunately, this year, which I'm very disappointed because that was my favorite. I mean, I loved Frightmare. And I love the movie monsters. That's my favorite part of most of them. So
that's unfortunate.
It dropped.
All right.
Mm-hmm. You won't hear me asking to go back to it this year.
All right. Maybe next year.
Hopefully. I hope they change it back.
All right.
Please, I hope they do.
Frightmare people, if you're hearing this, change it back.
Please, yes.
All right. Okay, in some ways I have to agree with what Laura is saying, although I wasn't disappointed because I like Frightmare. There's something that's cheesy about it, and as we've said in previous reviews of Frightmare, it's cheesy on the outside, but it's a fooler on the inside. Well, this year, the inside and outside were kind of close to each other.
Yes, but it matched the cheesiness of the outside.
It's still clever, though, I have to say. Frightmare on the inside, they use a lot of neon glow, a lot of unusual sort of set design that you see. It's not 3D because you don't have 3D glasses, but I suspect it would be if you were wearing them. And it has a lot of old school like props that jump out at you. They have a dragon or a dog or something, or a wolf that comes out at you. A couple good rooms. There was a young girl with a teddy bear collection with a surprise in it. And there were a couple of crazy girls that followed us, kept saying, he's going to get you, he's going to kill you. And they were good.
Yeah, the actors were good. Actors were good. No fault. It's not their fault.
I don't know why they changed up the theme. I mean, they had the movie theme for several years, and maybe they just decided to change it. I still like it. It's not on the high end of haunts in terms of quality per se, but there's just something about it. I just like it. It's like a throwback haunt. I don't know what it is, and it's not very pricey. It's $10. It's like a fun house, yes. You actually walk through portions like you'd be at a carnival, so I think it's fun. Would I wait 2 hours in line for it? No. But then again, I wouldn't say that about many haunts at all. So I'm still gonna go with a 4 because the feeling was still there for me. I wish there were a few more actors in it, and I did miss the movie monsters. But overall, just that feel, I kind of expected that. So I'm still gonna go with a 4.